What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is December the 20th. Happy Friday, everyone. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as data points, PCE just came out. And luckily enough for the broader market, it is a lot better than anticipated. So month over month, core was actual 0.1, consensus was 0.2, forecast was 0.3. So I think we can kind of have a breath of relief for the most part, because if this was going to come in hot, yeah, the market was going to be a similar sell-off as Wednesday, but luckily enough, that's good. There is still something plaguing the market right now, so it looks like there potentially could be shutdown risks, and that was always on the table. Especially, I think the debt ceiling is coming January 2nd, if I remember correctly, so that's right around the corner. Historically, the market always panics over it, but I think like 10 out of 10 times, even if it comes right down to the wire, it always gets raised, the debt ceiling. So this one is definitely something to keep in mind, but I think usually, at least over the last several instances of this, it's a very good buying opportunity. Market doesn't like it at all though, but fear and greed index is under the extreme fear category at 21. So I find this very unique. And so you have the market very, very fearful, but at the same time, you have Powell physically saying that like the market is strong. So once again, this might be a golden opportunity to buy stocks that you do like that are selling off or whatever else. But going over here, futures are slightly red, but it is recovering very well because of PCE. So whether that actually sticks or not, or if this fear is going to kind of surpass everything. Sorry, I don't have my tabs ready. But anyways, NASDAQ is down 1.19%, S&P down 0.75%, Dow is down 0.52%. So again, still in the red, but improving quite a lot from what it was. SoFi is down 1.53%. As soon as I did look and was preparing for this video, it was below that very dangerous level that I kind of talked on yesterday. So $4.30-ish, 38 cents for the most part. That's like a make it or break it point for SoFi, at least in the short term. But luckily enough, because of PCE, it is recovering, so kind of just keep in mind for that. No news, no SEC filings associated to SoFi. Shorts were already returning. I think it was around 100,000 shares from what it showed there. But 12.47% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 132.8 million shares overall are being shorted. So I felt, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, if PCE was going to be negative, that might be that kind of situation where shorts start to awaken and get back into SoFi. So luckily enough, like I said, PCE came in better, so shorts might be able to still continue to retreat with it at $14.70 pre-market. It is trading between these 2 points, so this S2 and this S3. So 461 will be a strong support, 1512, 1544. In my opinion, I think it might be premature to kind of talk on anything greater than that, even best case scenario. So again, something to keep in mind. And as I mentioned in my video yesterday, with today being Friday, just take note of some of the open interest. So at that $15, you have 10,000 and then 4,000 at that 14. So nothing really crazy that should prompt a lot of manipulation. So again, just kind of take note of that. RGTI is getting hit. So I think just the momentum is starting to diminish with it right now. And a lot of that is stemming to this right here. So the fear and greed index, meaning people's appetite for risk isn't on the table. So why would they be buying kind of a momentum stock all in all? So that's pretty much what's happening with that. No news, no SEC filings associated to this company whatsoever. Shorts already are increasing 7.08 million shares. So that is attributing to its pullback this morning, but 17.79% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 44.67 million shares overall are being shorted. So this stock definitely, like, shorts have been bold to really get in Normally, when you have a stock that has this level of momentum, you really just want to avoid it at all costs for the most part. But yeah, shorts have started to really get in. So again, that's kind of what killed the momentum for the most part. But with it at $7.11, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So $6.47 is going to be that strong support. I don't really see that being touched today whatsoever, in my opinion. Flip side, $7.87 is going to be that next strong target / resistance. And similarly, I don't know why, I just don't see that being touched either. I feel like RGTI might just be stuck in limbo today, because you kind of have good news as well as possibly bad news that's coming out. So for the most part, it's kind of countering each other, in my opinion, of course. But Tesla's down 1.95%. A couple of things that's causing that to go down. One is its technicals, and second, they did have a pretty large recalling almost 700,000 vehicles due to tire pressure monitoring system issue. So recalls are kind of a nature, just it is what it is. Nothing really to sell Tesla because of that. But like I said, I think just the technicals are really attributing in it going down. Shorts right now are returning 74,000 shares. So in my opinion, that kind of justifies that it's not, or the red day isn't justified. But 2.78% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 77.58 million shares overall are being shorted. If you are looking at trading Tesla with that 426 and change, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 439 is going to be the next strong target. I don't see that being touched today. And then flip side, 416 is going to be that next strong support. And similarly, I don't see that being touched whatsoever. So it might just be stuck in limbo. But what do I know, of course. And then Palantir. So Palantir is recovering a lot more than what it had or was selling off first thing, but still down 1.67%, just piggybacking off of the broader market. No actual news associated to them today whatsoever. 3.5% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 73.48 million shares overall are being shorted. So Palantir isn't a squeeze play. Actually, pretty much majority of the stocks I talked on, aside from possibly RGTI, aren't squeeze stocks. So I always bring this up just more for analysis purposes and whatever, but right now, let's pull up Palantir because I don't even have that up. My apologies. So pulling up Palantir right now, looking at strong support and resistance points with it at 73.01, trading between this R2 and this R1. So 68.92 is going to be the next strong support. Flip side, 75.26. If anything, like of all the stocks, I feel like Palantir has the momentum behind it and the backing to really go up no matter what. It doesn't matter the market conditions, it seems to just go up. So possibly this R2 could be touched of 75.26, but you never know. A lot far-fetched could happen. And then Mara. So this one's been selling off quite a lot, of course, just not necessarily the best news associated from Powell. Bitcoin's obviously been taking a hit as well. So as a byproduct, miners are down. And so it is down 2.99% this morning. No actual news associated to them this morning. There was a 8K that came out yesterday, nothing today though. Shorts haven't really done anything this morning, but 24.3% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 76.54 million shares. So this is also going down based on its technicals. Right now with it at 1988, it is trading between this pivot and this S1. So 24.34 is going to be that next strong support. Flip side, 18.62 is going to be that next strong support. Sorry, I think I said that wrong. Clearly, I don't know if you can tell, I'm sick. Just things aren't, I don't know, whatever. 1862 is a strong support. 2434 is that next strong resistance. And if anything, I don't see either either being touched. And a lot of these stocks I talked on did go up very fast in a short time period. So this is why you do have some fairly wide gaps on the fib levels. But yeah, I think because of a lot of the stocks just recently breaking below its most recent support level, this is why you're kind of seeing this. A lot of stocks that are just going to be stuck in limbo for the most part. So let me know your thoughts on these stocks. Is there any other stocks that is floating your boat and potentially worth buying? If so, drop some tickers in the description below. One final thing I do want to share with you though, I did launch a Patreon where I'm giving buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto, and I actually just went through last night and analyzed all the hits and all the misses so far. And yeah, just in that month and a half that I've launched it, there's already a hell of a lot of hits that have hit my target, doubled, tripled. Some have even quadrupled, so definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you watching.